There's a reason why commercial property growers are paying all cash.
Big money is pouring into Sacramento as commercial marijuana growers buy up space at a rate that's unprecedented in the city. In fact, many are determined to make Sacramento the marijuana hub of the West Coast.
But where exactly are these growers moving in? CBS 13's Tony Lopez is getting answers on the new green rush.
It's only fitting the grass grows wild and the weeds reach for the sun. In this mostly industrial South Sacramento neighborhood, considered by real estate experts to be one of the hot zones for commercial marijuana operations. South of Highway 50, west of Watt Avenue, east of Power Inn Road, in the far southeast end of what's considered City Council District 6, investors are buying up space at a pace and a price never before seen, paying 3 times the amount these buildings were going for prior to California's new law making recreational pot legal. One recent transaction, according to a broker we spoke with, saw a 20,000 square foot building go from a $2 million asking price to a $6 million price tag. Other monthly lease options have buildings in this area going for $2 a square foot. The before pot became legal price, 40 cents a square foot.
I'm not surprised because there's so much money to be made in this industry.
Ryan Lundquist is a local real estate appraiser and well-known market blogger. He's watching how the new green light to grow is changing the landscape. And to be perfectly clear, he neither endorses nor turns his nose up at the new marijuana laws. He is, however, posing tough questions to his Sacramento area real estate colleagues working with potential homebuyers who might unknowingly purchase a property close to a grow operation.
I think real estate agents are going to be faced with what to disclose. But should smell be disclosed? Should it be disclosed if there's a grow operation next door?
If that next door or even nearby grow is a commercial pot operation, chances are you might never know. These businesses will have no signage, and under city code, they aren't allowed to have any of their inside marijuana activity visible from the street. We observed one operation in the works on the city's south side. One of our sources told us a sizable commercial marijuana grow is going in off Florin Perkins Road. The man who greeted us confirmed he's setting up the operation for an investor, but didn't want to talk on camera or be identified. With the building security fencing, cameras, enhanced lighting, and no trespassing signs posted, it's clear they won't be hosting a neighborhood welcome party anytime soon. And no, this southeast corner of the city is not the only commercial marijuana hot zone in Sacramento. Here in the far northeast side, east of Dry Creek Road, near Raleigh Boulevard, the green light's been given by the city to legally grow commercially, and hundreds are lining up at that light to move forward. The city permitting department tells CBS 13 it's, quote, getting calls on a daily basis from potential commercial marijuana growers. Since recreational pot became legal in the state, 200 marijuana cultivators have registered with the city of Sacramento, a first step in getting business moving. Another 800 hopeful commercial pot growers have contacted city staff asking, what do I need to do and where am I allowed to do it? As the head of the Sacramento Cannabis Coalition told CBS 13 right after Prop 64 passed, the legalization of commercial grows will bring hundreds out of hiding.
This stuff is being grown somewhere. We've been selling it in Sacramento for a long time. We need to allow people that want to be part of this industry and cultivation an opportunity to do so legitimately.
And we've learned they're coming from all over. Brokers tell me they're representing investors from as close as the Bay Area to as far away as New York. Denver and Portland investors, where they know a thing or two about this kind of stuff, are tapping into their experience and swooping in on the untapped Sacramento market, bringing high hopes and deep pockets.
There's a reason why commercial property growers are paying all cash.
That's because you can't lease to a cannabis company if you have a federally insured mortgage. Remember, at the federal level, marijuana is still illegal, so cash is king. And non-cannabis related businesses looking to lease a large space could be left on the outside of some of these buildings looking in, priced out of the area.
Okay, it's just like in the residential market. When investors come in the market, they gut everything. It squeezes out first-time buyers, and I think we can see that dynamic in the commercial sector if there begins to be a scarcity of property.
The bottom line, there are lots of ifs when it comes to the new marijuana laws because many of the rules and regulations won't be set in stone until 2018. But for now, people are putting the pieces together, buying up land and property, looking for their own pot of gold in California's new green rush. Now, there are restrictions commercial growers have to follow. The biggest one, they have to be 600 feet from schools, parks, churches, and playgrounds. I talked to the city, and they tell me they're going to start accepting applications in April. But don't be fooled by that, because it'll be a slow process. Get this, it'll take 4 to 6 months for those conditional use permits and things like that to kick in, and even that could take longer. So with all that said, they won't start operating until the end of 2017 or even later than that. So lots of moving parts, but things are in motion to get the commercial growers in business.
Boy, it's phenomenal. Those numbers were really stunning when we looked at that today.
That's for sure.
Really something else. All right. Tony, thank you very much. And for a closer look at where commercial pot grows will be allowed in the city of Sacramento, you can go to our website, cbs13.com.